a little bit about betrayal. In which part? Yes, you just mentioned a part where betrayal is...
When Lancelot kissed Guinevere, Sir Gawain told it to Arthur, and he banished him from
Camelot. So he was banished, right? We have betrayal in our life.
Yes.
Have you been betrayed?
Yeah.
Yes, I have been.
You have. How did you feel?
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
My friend.
Oh, okay. And how did you feel?
I felt very angry. And I started to be very bad.
Of course, I can.
And I also felt sad.
A lot of emotions.
Did you break up your friendship?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Have you been hurt? You? John? By a friend?
One who was called a friend.
A friend. Okay, explain a friend.
Yes. Sometimes he was unfriendly, and sometimes he made fun of me.
Mm-hmm.
What did you feel? That's what counts.
I felt angry. And I never want to see him.
Was he from the school environment? Mm-hmm. Right. Did you live close to each other, so you had to see him from time to time?
No,
Thank God.
Other?
You can also argue.
Yeah.
You think that this thing you could never have.
Mm-hmm. So, do you agree with Natalia?
Not exactly.
So talk to each other, please. Talk to each other.
Sometimes you're not worried because you know he will do that again.
But you forgive him anyways. Look at me, answer her. I'll translate. You disagree?
Oh. Okay, other themes of the book then.
give them anything. You must give something.
Nick?
Maybe you should increase, monthly you should increase the economic sector, because there will be lots of the people will spend too much money. Those money will give to other people who will be paid to the king at the end. So the king will be rich, but the people would be poor.
But sweetheart, how do you know these words? Sector and things like that. How do you know these words?
Just
You don't know?
sometimes from plays,
Uh-huh.
from theatre.
Games, huh?
Not games.
Ah, no, games, plays, films, you mean?
Ah, so films. Are you watching them without subtitles, or are you...
I am watching them with subtitles, but every word that concerns me, I always investigate that.
Okay, thank you. I think you're using very nice words. Okay, let's go on to talking a little bit about the future now. Okay, I mean, in the past, there were wars. People lived in castles. They had to worry about servants and what they were doing and whether or not they had servants. What do you think life is going to be like in the future? How will things be in the future? How will things change? George?
Much better.
Why?
Because in the future we will technology will be upgraded, and we could do all that we need, I think.
Okay.
George, how do you know these words? They're words you haven't learned here yet. Congratulations, you too.
Panos, what do you think about life in the future?
It will be much better because now the people want all of these things for himself.
Okay, do you think there will be any interesting inventions? Things that, for example, something new like a flying car or... Okay, George?
Yes, I think that. I have heard that we're going to planet Aries to Mars 7 years from now, 8 years from now, in 2023.
And how are we going to get there? What kind of a spaceship is this?
We're going to have some plants to give us oxygen, and we're going to live without oxygen in Aries.
Without oxygen or with oxygen?
With oxygen. With the oxygen which plants are going to give us. Some pair of people are going to be participating in that.
My God. Are they big class?
Yes.
I think they got... one moment. John, what do you think about this? Would you like to travel to Mars?
Yes, because if there is an alien, we can be friends.
Yeah, an alien.
And then we will be friends. And I think in the future we will have words like Star Wars.
You think so, eh? Okay. Yeah, it's not impossible. And Kelvin, what do you think?
I think in the future we won't have so much refugees like we have now.
Did you say refugees?
Yes.
Okay. Why? Where are they going to go?
They won't have economic problems, and they won't be refugees.
Okay.
About that, and yes, that for the Mars is, I think it's going to be. They will go and they will create houses. Yes, houses that they have oxygen in there.
Okay.
Congratulations, sweetheart. Congratulations, everybody. You're very happily surprising me. I know you're good students, but you're even better than I thought. Go on. I just really enjoy being with you. Go on.
Nick?
I agreed with all the other kids, but there are two problems in that plan. First, what if the man, when it loses his natural habitat like the animals, goes something like crazy, mad? What if we lose ourselves at any spaceship?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, these are very serious problems that we have to consider.
But
this is what's going to happen. Can we change? Can we adapt?
But if many people leave from the Earth and go to Mars, many people will get jobs. So there won't be too much poor people in the world.
Okay. Okay, you posed a lot of problems here. What kind of jobs do you think a person on Mars can do? What kind of... Wait a minute here. Panos, what do you think? Would you like to go to Mars? Would you like to go into space?
No,
Why?
because I don't like there, because you don't know what is the space.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't know what have the space.
Yeah. Okay. We don't know.
You don't know the dangers. It's very dangerous there.
Yes. Yeah, it's dangerous. And then, of course, there's other problems here. I mean, if you go, have you thought about how you're going to return? What do you think? Menelaus, they say eventually that they may even build some kind of a glass elevator to the moon.
Yeah. Yes.
Did you read about this too?
No. I have heard it.
You've heard this, eh?
Yes.
Menelaus, would you like to go to the moon?
Yes, because the moon maybe had a very beautiful view of the space.
Yeah, definitely. Tourism on the moon, eh? Yeah, there would definitely be a very beautiful view of space. Okay. Nick, what do you think?
I would go to the moon because I have thought of, when I grow up, I have thought of being a geologist. So if I take a rock from the moon, I will sell it to NASA and I will be a billionaire.
But you know they have rocks from the moon, okay? With Apollo 11. Would you, if you had to choose
Between Earth and Moon.
No, another planet to go to, where would you go?
I would go to, Jupiter.
Jupiter. Why not? Okay. I know nothing about Jupiter, so I can't say something. Sorry. I'm a poor teacher.
Yeah, it's the largest planet. The largest one. Okay. Would you like to ask them?
Yeah. Well, sorry. Let me see.
Who do you love in your life? It's easy.
Everyone love his parents, his family, his friends, his pets.
His pets too, Trump. We love our pets, don't we? Tunisia, is it important to you?
Yes, I love my family and my friends. I think it's important.
Okay. Sometimes people we love tell us truths or things that we don't really like. Should we still love them?
Nicole? I want to hear your voice a little bit.
Yes, because tell us the truth and we should believe them.
Okay. Yeah, and George has a story.
Hate. We see hate between Mordred and Arthur.
Another thing.
We see hate.
Okay. What's the name of that witch? Morgan, there you go. Is hate part of our life?
Yes, it is. Some people want to cause evil. It isn't so good.
Don't listen.
I haven't felt
Evil.
so much.
Okay. How is this evil shown? How does it become understood in the story?
Because we see Morgan to want to cause evil, to
Change. Who can help? Where does she want to do it? Chris?
She wanted to take the throne and the glory.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. So she causes chaos.
Oh, yeah. Yes?
And can I say another thing?
Yes, sure.
Another thing is jealousy.
Jealousy. Oh my God. Part of our life too, right? Thanos? Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
Some people jealous.
Are jealous?
Are jealous because they hate someone and they don't like their life and they want the life of another person because the life of another person more interesting, more rich, richer.
Right, that's enough. Okay. How is jealousy, how do we see jealousy in the book? In which part of the book?
Alkis?
Circaway, between Circaway and Lancelot.
What does he do?
He writes a message, and she says that
Never mind if you can't remember exactly, no problem.
He says what? Who can help? George, help.
he sends a message. In this message, told that Arthur loved Guinevere, that Lancelot loved Guinevere, and he sent the letter to Guinevere.
Okay, and what happened when Arthur saw them, Romano?
Arthur said I did not send that message, and
How did Arthur feel?
Arthur felt very hard because believed that Lancelot sent that message to Guinevere, and said Lancelot to
So he banished him.
Yes, he
banished him. Yes, Natalia.
Yes, it's good to forgive someone if he has done something one time to you. If he does that once, if he does the same thing a lot of times, this means if you talk to him, he will not hear, and he will still do it. So you don't have to waste your time with him. You just leave, and he does whatever you want. You just ignore him.
Who does not agree with her? Does not agree with Natalia? Everybody agrees. Yes, John? You agree? You forgive people?
Yes,
Once or twice?
twice,
Twice.
3 times, 4 times.
Oh, you're
The
generous.
same person for the same thing.
Yes.
Ah, why then? That's a very
My
good
question. Why?
I do the same question myself.
Ah.
You ask yourself the same thing.
I forgive him and I ask why. Why?
I can understand. Yeah.
You don't know the answer. Oh my God, you're still doing it.
Yes. Let's say.
Not still? You stopped.
Yes.
After how many times? 10?
4.
4, 5. You're not sure. 6? Maybe.
But the number doesn't count, actually. He's done it many times.
You've done enough, yes. You have forgiven many times. Or once.
Books.
I think that they have evil, for example. There was one bad person.
Right. And the opposite? No.
Yes.
As usual.
What about magic? Somebody else. Here we can see Merlin. What about magic?
Magic and fairy books.
Yeah, Callie?
And all the books that we have read together. There are magics and magicians. There are also brains and brainless. Married at the end. First, they don't know one the other, and at the end of the story, they're together.
Okay. Marius?
And the 3 books have magic, but in Excalibur have more magic because it's about a powerful sword.
And what about the 2 magicians in the story? Who are the 2 magicians?
The Morgan Le Fay, that is the evil, and the Mary, he's the good.
Okay. Now, talk about Merlin. What powers does Merlin have? What powers does Merlin have? Penelope. What can he do? Somebody else. What can Merlin do? Joanna.
He could see and hear all the human things.
All things human.
All things human.
Okay. And what happens here? What is happening here in this picture? Laurie?
The King Uther is going to take Excalibur and from the Lady of the Lake, and
what promise did he make?
That Merlin will be given to King Uther the Excalibur if Merlin takes his firstborn child.
Yes. So he promised to give Merlin his firstborn child. Repeat. He promised to give
him the firstborn child.
Okay. Do you think this is a difficult decision? Was Uther thinking? What was Uther thinking? Maria?
Uther wants the power and he don't remember his...
Yeah, he doesn't remember his promise.
He doesn't remember his promise.
Callie?
It's easy for him because when he made the promise, he didn't have any children.
Okay. And how did he feel when he held the sword? How did he feel, Penelope?
Electric power.
Yeah. Okay. The couple has a problem. What happens here? Marius.
Merlin takes the baby from Uther because he will give to him the word of God.
Yeah, he gave him his word of
God.
Okay, now, what about his wife? Okay, how does she feel? Katerina. She is very
surprised.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course. Laurie.
She felt very angry with Uther.
Yes. Any other words we could use here? Joanna?
She was very furious.
Yeah, she was furious.
She was furious.
Maria?
Very sad.
Of course. But what happens? Does Uther give his baby to Merlin? What does he do? Heracles, what does he do?
He tried to chase Merlin into the woods, but something attacked him. So he put the Excalibur on the log and said to Merlin when he appeared that time, "I want to feed my son." To grow my son.
I want you to raise my son.
I wanted to raise my son.
Yes. Okay. Anything else we can say there? What is going to happen to Luther's son? What is he going to become? Who is he going to become? Marios.
He's going to become the King of England because Mary said that only the King of England can pull the sword from there.
Okay. Now, listen. He becomes... Wait a minute. Okay. We have... Who is this? Who is this? Agapi? This is Merlin.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, this is Merlin. And who is Merlin? What is his job?
He's
Abracadabra. He is a... Okay, Eva. Yeah, okay. And who is this, Eva? Who is this? What has he done here? Okay, Lori.
He's
Arthur. What did he do? Yeah, don't worry about the
he
name.
pulled the sword from the rock.
Okay. And what does he promise the people? What does he promise? Penelope.
He said,
I will you.
I unite England with peace and prosperity.
Yes. I'd like to be a queen.
No, I don't think so. It's okay. You don't have to do all the things that that the king would do, but it's like you're for decoration, for example.
Really? Okay. Eurycles, would you like to be a king?
No.
Why?
Look, you need to have responsibility. It's very much responsibility to rule a country. And if you're not a good ruler, a revolution is going to be done.
Yes, this is what's going to happen.
You are going to be a very good ruler, I'm sure about that.
What do you think is different about this country now? I mean, there are no kings, okay? The problem is not war. What kind of problems do leaders have now? Marius.
And we have the money.
Yeah.
They want to find money to save the country from
The crisis.
economic crisis.
Yes. Callie, what kind of problems do leaders have now?
With the money, like I said, and they have to not take care to keep their people happy, and
Okay.
that's very difficult with the crisis.
Yes. Now, let's talk about something else here. Did Arthur have friends? Does Arthur have friends in our story? Who are Arthur's friends? Lori.
He has his favorite knight, Lancelot.
Okay. And why is Lancelot his favorite knight? What did Lancelot do? Lori.
He saved women.
Yes.
This
Now-
is the third year you had the storybook. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Comparing to previous years, Beauty and the Beast and Swan Lake, which one did you like most?
Like most Excalibur, because it had more.
And what about the rest of you? Okay, very good. What about the rest of you? Yes?
I liked most Excalibur because it was about battles a magic sword.
Mm-hmm. And as your class, the majority of your class is boys, I suppose you enjoyed it more. What about you, girls?
I liked
All three of them. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They were nice.
Mm-hmm. Well, the first two ones were fairy tales. This one is a myth, was a myth. Okay. A very well-known English myth. Okay. Start telling me a few things about... Spirit, can you please hold back? Okay, like that. Tell me a few things about the story. You may start, Miss Linda.
Yeah, let's just start with the characters, and then we can sort of... Okay, Katerina, you begin. Who was Merlin?
Merlin was a magician with...
What could he do?
He can hear and see...
Yeah, he could hear and see
everything.
everything. Fine. Any other talents that he has as a magician?
That's about it.
Okay, he had magic powers. Carissa, can you remember any of the things that he did? How did he use his magic?
She could appear to disappear and appear to place. She could see what people are doing in a crystal ball. Yeah.
Do you believe that you can see the future? I mean, on television, the idea of predicting the future is very popular. Okay, you see all these people who say that if you call this number, and this is dangerous as well, if you call this number, you're going to learn your future. What is your opinion about this, Carissa?
Well, I don't think it's true.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because nobody knows the future. It's impossible.
What do you think? Aries, what do you think about this?
Me too. It's not logical that someone could see the future.
Yeah, especially on television, right?
Yes.
Or, I don't know, just by calling a number.
In movies, films, and all of this.
Why do people want to believe it, though?
Well, tell me, why does everybody say, I don't believe? And everybody does the same thing, calls or expects to hear something about his future. What do you think?
Wait, who's calling then?
Yeah.
Nobody believes it's true, but people are calling. How is this possible? What do you think? George?
I don't know, maybe they want to see if it is true, and they say, let's try.
Okay. Aries, talk a little bit about Merlin and some of the powers he had. For example, he managed to banish himself from the earth. How did he do this?
Merlin went back to Avalon, and he wanted to punish Morgan for what she had done. But when he did the spell, Morgan turned herself into a mirror, and the spell went back to Merlin and punished him from there.
Yes. And then, what happened to Morgan, Bill, at the end of the story?
Morgan was banished from the earth too, and she was on a planet where she was only her, and around her was moon, and
she started screaming, but nobody could hear her.
And you said there that she went to another planet. Okay. Do you think that maybe we will go to another planet one day? Why are aliens so popular in space travel? Bill, what do you think?
Maybe if the air pollution gets more seriously, and we can't live here, maybe scientists will search in the universe to find new planets to live. If in Earth is not possible to live.
Okay. Yeah, this is very interesting. What do you think, Aries?
Yesterday at the news I heard that Polish scientists are searching about people that they want to live in Mars, and they haven't found the way to come back.
They can get there, but they can't come back.
Yes.
Eh?
Interesting, yeah?
Okay. Right. What else do you know about this? George, what do you think? Do you think we're going to eventually... What have you heard in the news about this?
I have heard the same with Aris, and it says that they can grow everything they will eat, but if they found energy in Mars to come back, they will come back, and to go, they want 7 months.
They need 7 months to get there?
Yes.
Okay, would you like to take a trip like this?
No, because there will be 4 people, just 4 people, and you will not have your family and your friends. You will not have computers or telephones, all these things.
And what if you can find more advanced technology? Who can say no? Who knows? What about the rest of you? What do you think? Would you ever dare a trip to Mars? Spiro?
Yes.
Would you ever dare to take a trip to Mars?
No, don't like to go to another planet.
Why?
I don't believe to they say other planets has life, but I don't believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible to find life
Mm-hmm.
here.
Okay, let's get back to the book.
Okay. Now,
To protect your country
Mm-hmm.
and give money in poor.
To poor people.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Right. What other qualities must a king have?
Much.
Such as, can you think, anybody? All of you.
yes, some other things. Nick.
Politics. No, it's not right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, take time to think about it, no problem. Yes, yes.
Must be brave for the wars.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Must be brave for the wars.
Yes, brave for the wars. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Georgie.
You must, to be a good king, you must